evolution of a sponge. So its scientific name is Porifera. The common name is yellow tube sponge. Taxonomy, it's in the Eukarya domain. Kingdom Animalia. Phylum Porifera. Class Demospongia. Order Berongiida. Family Aplycinidae. Genus Aplycina. Species Aplycina fistularis. The kingdom tree. So what differentiates the kingdom Animalia, which will be found right here, is that it has a peptidoglycan cell wall, nucleus. It's a multicellular organism, but it does not contain neither a glucose nor chitin cell wall, and it is a mouth eater. So the phylum tree, so approximately 5,000 living different sponge species are classified in the phylum Porifera, and the main characteristic of the sponge is its asymmetry. Reproductive adaptations. The sponges reproduce asexually through budding, and that can be either internal or external. The internal is mainly reserved for harsh conditions when the offspring are in need of more protection, and the parent will eventually die around it. They are also able to release a toxic substance which ensures that they are in a good place to grow in. Digestion. Because sponges are filter feeders, they obtain most of their food through filtration, and sponges are able to absorb 5 times their own volume of water per minute. And so pumping of the water goes through its walls, and they filter out everything, even microscopic plankton, bacteria, dendritis, and which is all consumed as food. Homeostasis. So Porifera maintain homeostasis by diffusion, and this process in the sponge is called osmoregulation, and that means it changes its internal environment to match that of its external environment. And because sponges contain only 2 cell layers, they both can directly release any waste out into their environment. Global distribution. So the yellow tube sponge is mainly found in the Caribbean region and the Gulf of Mexico, mainly from Florida down to Venezuela and closer down to the northern region of Brazil. And of course, areas with strong currents are most preferable for the sponges, since it facilitates the movement of the water through its feeding canals. And due to its skeletal structure, it allows it to live either in hard or soft sediment. Habitat and niches. So the sponges are typically found in depths ranging from 15 to 30 meters. And because the sponges are filter feeders, they provide water clarity for their environment. And the majority of the food that is consumed by the sponges is microscopic, so a very small percentage of their food is preyed by other organisms, and so therefore their environmental niche is very beneficial, and because it has very little competition, which is very good, favorable to them, since their mobility is very constrained, since they're unable to move and can therefore not protect themselves nor look around for more food. So the food web. So sponges generally consume plankton, phytoplankton, microbial bacteria, and are consumed by sea slugs, hawksbill turtles, angelfish, and other small fish. Fossils. The phylum Porifera, the sponge, is the most basal animal, branching from other metazoans during the late Precambrian time. In 2015, a research team claimed that this tiny fossil discovered in southern China was dated to 600 million years ago, clearly during the Precambrian time, and it's the oldest known common ancestor of the sponge, which proved to be much earlier than many scientists assumed. The Otavia antiqua was found in 760-year-old rock in Namibia. The microscopic sponge-like African fossil was thought by scientists to be the earliest ancestor, and scientists believe that this find proves that sponges were the earliest forms of life on Earth.